So today with us on Stool Talk, we have a special guest with us. Here on Stool Talk, we walk in our purpose on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. A great student athlete. His ceiling is so tremendous. He's next. He got next. He puts in all the hard work. He can drive. He can score. He gets his teammates involved. A couple magazines, couple teammates, a couple coaches is all just raved about his athleticism and his ability and him and on the up and coming. Today we have with us the one, the only, Mr. Larry Cole. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How did this basketball journey start for you? How old were you when you first touched the ball?
Ooh. When I first touched the ball, I think I was 6 years old, and it was really only because of my dad. He really was like the only reason I decided to even think about playing basketball, because
Yeah.
like he grew up playing basketball, so it's just like I was like, why not give it a shot?
Yeah. So it's in the blood, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How did you feel when you seen yourself excelling, and when did you see yourself excelling and like, man, I'm pretty good at this? When you was playing in games, whether it's gym, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's team ball, when did you see yourself excelling and you really knew that you could do something with it?
I would say my seventh grade year, I got injured during the tryouts for basketball tryouts, so I kind of took that as motivation when I didn't make the team, and
Yeah.
I think when I really started to see myself, like think I could take this serious, is when I started beating my older brother and my dad in like one-on-ones and just being able to go into a rec center and just like play against older guys and they give me the ball and all that. So like it
Yeah.
really helped me just like determine if I was gonna be able to do it or not.
Yeah. What would you say to the youth, a younger player that might have went through the same thing, got cut, and they might be like, I don't know if I want to try out next year, but they see this interview. What would you say to them?
I would say you gotta take it as a motivation and fuel and just make it your why. Like if there's something gotta be your why, whether it's a family member or you gotta have something that's gonna be your why.
Yeah. What excites you the most about basketball? Why do you love basketball?
Um, that's tricky. I think the reason I love basketball is definitely because, well, not even just like the players, but like just being on the court and just being able to get your team involved and just being able to like you have to put in the work and the hours just to be able to go out there and just do what you can and like taking other players' moves and kind of implementing it into your game that is like really excites me about basketball.
Yeah. What does family mean to you? And shout out to your dad and your brother. What do they mean to you, and what have they instilled into you thus far?
I mean, I mean a lot to me. Like past year's been pretty rough, so they've been helping me get through it. We recently lost my mother, so we just trying to get through everything. But my dad has definitely played a big part in my life.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm named after him, so like he's like really like a big inspiration for me. And I just want to make him happy and buy him a car one day. And then
Yeah.
for my older brother, it's pretty much the same thing. Like I laugh and joke with my older brother all the time. Like I mean, especially all my siblings, but my older brother and I have like a really strong bond. And it's really like they're really my inspirations and they just help me so much, especially
Yeah.
around basketball.
Yeah. Can we give a moment of silence for your mom?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. May her legacy live on through you and through the family. You're gonna make her proud. I already know.
Yes, sir.
Um, who is your biggest role model? Like what basketball players or college players do you look up to or that you emulate your game after?
And I want to element my game after definitely Russell Westbrook, especially when he was on the Thunder in 2017, especially. He
Yeah.
like I like to shoot, but I'm more of a finisher at the paint. And I really can't just wait till the day I'm able to dunk because I just like I like being explosive to the rim. And that's a compliment I get from all my coaches all the time. That I'm very explosive to the rim and that I like love to get to the basket and not like everybody else just wants to pull the ball all the time and just shoot it. I
Yeah.
think Russell Westbrook definitely inspires me and Kevin Durant too, just because like I've watched Kevin Durant grow, like I've had like so much things to Kevin Durant I can say, but Kevin Durant has definitely been an inspiration for me just because like to see what he's done his whole career and just to be that tall and be able to do what he's doing, it's pretty insane to me. So I definitely look up to those two a lot, and they're definitely my favorite players of all time.
Yeah, and I definitely can see what you're saying with the explosive because all the game films I seen, when you get on that fast break, it's over with. Like you be out there gone and you attack the, some people get it, they go up lazy, but you get it and I even see the one, is you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed, but I'm working on my left hand,
So that's
and
why you kept on doing that because I'm like, you
Mhm.
hit dude with boom, boom, then you went opposite side and laid it up. I'm like, ooh, okay.
yeah, I think the reason I I really didn't start using my left hand until last year, and my trainer, his name's Jordan. He's telling me all the time, constantly, I'm not gonna be able to do that in high school because, like, especially if I want to make JV or varsity,
Yeah.
to do those layups, it's gonna be a little harder. But if I get my left hand down before anything, my left hand and my footwork, he says it's gonna take me a long way. And
Yeah.
he's also a big inspiration too. My guy Jordan. Like I used to be a little lazy and not wanting to go out and train, but then he's telling me I only got 4 years of high school and I really want to get a scholarship and go to somewhere and just make everybody proud.
Yeah.
So he's definitely been an inspiration for me too.
Yeah, shout out Jordan, your trainer, because he telling you the right thing. Did you play AAU this past summer?
Yes, I played for B4 Academy.
Okay, how was that experience and how was it? How did y'all do?
It was definitely a different experience from True Elite because I played for True Elite last year and I didn't really see the floor a lot. And I think it's just because like I was still trying to like see if I really wanted to take the game serious or not. But once I hit my eighth grade year, I was like, yeah, I want to do this. Like I want to be determined and play for my school team and put the jersey on and actually go out there and do something. So when I went to B4, it was really because of my coach Ben. He's the
Yeah,
he's a varsity coach. And he was just saying I can come over there. I can even transfer over there to Altoona, which I did. I'm glad I did it. And just really it really gave me an opportunity to see what I can do on the floor. Cause just
yeah,
sitting on the bench wasn't going to help me like evolve my game like that. But actually getting to go out on the court and seeing what I need to do and how to do it was definitely a big step for from last year to this year. And yeah, it helps a lot.
yeah. What for to someone that might not know the younger kids, what would you say the difference is between AAU and school ball?
AAU AAU is reps. AAU is a lot of it's basically practice, but at the same time it's not practice. Like you want to practice moves that you're gonna do in AAU, so that way when you get into like an actual game in school ball, you already know what you want to do and how you want to do it. And AAU is definitely a good way to build up your confidence for sure. Because if I didn't play AAU last year, I don't think I had the confidence I did this year to play like school ball. So
Yeah. What was a moment that sticks out past summer or this past summer on the AAU court? A moment, a play in the game that sticks out or a game itself?
um so it was really from I didn't make the bucket, but there was this one play particularly. Me and B4 Academy, we were down by 12 points in the second half, and it was only 3 minutes left. And the only thing that we could do was only make layups at the time. So we cut the lead down. It was 3 points left. And my friend Justin, he's dude's a magician with his 3 pointer. I don't know what he does and how he does it, but I love it. So
Yeah.
Justin he we go in the huddle with my coach and Justin drew up a play and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with Justin because he got a 3 pointer, so he gonna shoot it. So
Yeah.
just the ball from me, I inbound the ball to Justin. Justin grabs the ball. Justin dribbles, it's 5 seconds left on the clock. He dribbles twice, passes it to me. I catch it, but as soon as I catch it, I fake and throw it back. And he catches it, and maybe with like 1 second left, it looked like it kind of happened in slow motion. He just shot the ball, it like swished, and now we all running up and down the court trying to like catch him, and he's sitting there running away from us. It's amazing. Just
Yeah.
to be on the court, I don't think people understand how much a difference it makes to be on the court and see something than being on the bench and seeing something.
Yeah.
Being on the bench is all right, but when you're on the court and actually seeing it, it's a huge difference, man.
Yeah. Man, you got a way that you look at the game that's, good to be a player your age because you really is in depth about looking at the game and like noticing the game inside the game. So that speculation, what you just said right there, that was something for you to say, because other people need to know that like it is a difference when you actually out there versus when you on the bench. As a player in the class of 2028, what areas of your game are you focusing on to improve? Like, what's your strengths and what's some of your weaknesses?
My strengths is definitely my layups. I love I think I just love layups in general, just doing layups in general. So like I can like double clutch a layup, I can reverse a layup. Well, like simple things that people other people do. But I think like sometimes it's just the way I do it. I don't really see anybody else doing it like how I do. But
Yeah,
there's different ways to do things. That's definitely a strength of mine is my layups. A weakness of mine is not really it's not fully my jumper. It's really mainly just my 3-pointer. I think like from being inside the arc, from being behind the arc is a difference. Because when I'm behind the arc, it's the shot just doesn't fall on the rim like how it does when I'm inside the arc if I'm shooting a
yeah,
mid range. But to shoot a three, um, that's definitely one of my weaknesses. Another weakness is definitely my left hand. I mean, I'm still working on like it's better now than what it was, but it didn't used to be like as it was now. It used to be all shaky. I used to wasn't confident. It's just basketball's really a game of confidence. So you just really got to go out there and be confident. Don't be cocky, because that's definitely not going to help at all in life or just in basketball in general. But you definitely if you got to work on something, actually work on it, because it's gonna get to a point to where it's too late for you to work on it. Then you're like, man, I should have worked on it. But
yeah,
definitely like how Jordan said, I got to work on my left hand. My footwork has got way better. Still more to improve on. There's always something just to improve on in general. But uh, definitely my jumper, my left hand, and uh, that's it pretty much. It's something
yeah.
my weaknesses.
And then if you keep on shooting, your shot will eventually fall. Jason Kidd used to couldn't shoot, then he ended up leading. I think he like the top in some 3-point category,
Mhm.
like because it's work hard. Like you said, you always got to work on something. So that's evident. What is the most challenging game you've been in, and what did you do to handle it?
Okay, so actually, I want to say 3 months ago, it's our first championship game of before. We are I'm getting guarded pretty heavily, like really heavily, like I'm getting like shoved and pushed and off balance. So I wasn't playing aggressive at first because I in the games prior I was getting into foul trouble and I was trying to stay so far out of foul trouble. But then it became second half and we was down. So then I was like, instead of letting him dog me, I said I'm not gonna just let him dog me. I'm gonna go out there and dog him back. So
Yeah,
I used to play football, so I started like being aggressive, like how I am in football, but not too aggressive to the point where I'm fouling, but enough to feel like I'm there. So um, just like you just got to handle it, like it's just I had to stay calm under pressure because it was definitely pressure, and for it to be a first championship game with a new team, it's definitely something that you got to be calm under and don't lose your head and just forget about the mistakes and move on to what's ahead of you. So first half I was very cold. You get into the second half, I'm starting to get into a rhythm because I'm like starting to control the court now. Because at first I was shying away from the ball because I wasn't really trying to touch the ball. But
yeah,
then I see we're down. Someone got to step up. So
yeah,
got to go to the ball, um, and just started doing what I had to do. It definitely I like having challenges though. Some people don't like having challenges, but I love having challenges on the court. Because then the next time, if I know I'm going to see him again, I know what I had to do and what adjustments I must make to see what I had to do on the court. But just coming down and being a key role for my team was definitely going to be an amazing thing.
yeah. How do you balance basketball, being a kid, being a teenager, like schoolwork, still make sure your grades is stuff is cool? How do you balance that?
Um, well, like I think I really started balancing it out last year because when I actually made the team, I was like, oh, coach is he's gonna look at my character, he's gonna look at my grades for sure because they checked our grades every Monday. So my main priority was I can work in basketball, but at the same time, I'm trying to make sure my grades is okay, so I don't have to worry about making up a test and failing. And because balancing it out is kind of hard now because there's a lot of bad influence around the school and just like around people in general. So you got to know what to say no to and how to say yes to things. Like you got to know how to take up for yourself, pretty much.
Yeah.
You got to know when to say no, when to say yes, and when to speak and when not to speak, and what to say and how to say it. And that's a really helpful. And you just got to keep your grades on top because you're called a student athlete for a reason. The student part comes first. So your grades is a key role, and then the athlete is the second part. So you must do your work first before you go out and play and do everything.
Yeah. What type of leader would you say you are? Do you lead with your play or do you lead vocally?
I feel like I lead openly because I'm a very verbal person. So like I love talking, and on the court, sometimes my teammates don't talk because they feel like like they're scared to talk. But in basketball, you got to talk, and even
Yeah.
offense and defense especially. Because if you don't talk on defense, it could be a pick that someone's gonna miss, and then it's a free shot for the other team if they don't pick it up.
Yeah.
So definitely an open leader because I like to talk and I just like to get my teammates involved and because it's not a one man sport, it's a team sport. So you got to get everybody else involved instead of just only you getting involved. And
Yeah.
a thing I've definitely learned over the past year is don't bring your teammates down because you bring your teammates down or your attitude in general, you bring yourself down, you bring your whole team down. It's not going to help by yelling at your teammates and getting mad and frustrated. Like there's going to be times you get mad, but you can't let that affect your game. You got to just build on it and just know what you got to do next time. And I think that's one thing that I've overcome in the past year is my attitude, especially because coaches are looking at that and
Yeah.
they're always watching. You never know who's in the stands, so you just go out there, hustle, uh, play. The game don't stop till all the clock says 0-0. So you really just got to go out there and hustle and just work.
Yeah. What are your goals next season, individually and team wise?
Uh, Individually, I would like to be the only freshman on varsity. And I know it's pretty tough, but from talking to varsity coaches, they like the way I play and they like how I can get down the court and get a bucket instead of just wasting time on trying to like cross someone and just do everything. But I definitely would like to make varsity or JV this year. And I'm pretty close to making JV. I would definitely like to do that. I would like to individual goal. I would definitely like to just be able to help my team out, whether it is freshman, varsity, or JV. Just be able to help my team out and build up. Because in 4 years, I'm gonna be playing with some of these guys again, and or maybe even new guys. But then, team goal wise, I would like to say I would definitely like to have a good record for even though it's freshman. I know there's no playoffs, but like play like we have to go to playoffs.
Yeah.
Definitely want to just be able to outwork every other team and just show people I'm not really like I should be playing instead of just being on the bench the whole time. And that's just one of the main reasons I've transferred, just to show I'm not one of those guys just sit on the bench and just be there and have to wait 4 years and then it comes too late. Definitely get on the court and see the floor and just be able to do things and
Yeah.
help the team.
Who did you play football for? North Cobb?
Yes,
Okay. I just interviewed about seven
team.
of their players. Yeah, yeah. Interviewed.
I watched that.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I got some more interviews that I done did with them collectively, and then I'm gonna do them individually. So I
Hmm?
seen the poster and I was like, man, I wonder is that North Cobb?
Yeah, it's North Carolina. I played for them.
Okay. Okay,
I
yeah.
played for them all 3 years in middle school.
Wow, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Last couple of questions, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Okay.
After a big win, where is Larry wanting to go get something to eat, or what is you trying to eat?
Ooh, after a big win. After a big win, I would like to I definitely want to just load my body up with junk, but half of the time that doesn't happen. So I'm going to probably end up eating a lot of junk food. But a go-to, I really like a home cooked meal, but I don't mind eating it out.
Okay, if it's a home cooked meal, what would it be?
Definitely my grandma's mac and cheese.
Okay,
Grandma's mac and cheese and her chicken. It's amazing. And
yeah.
if it's out, ooh, what do I say if it's out? I'd say Chick-fil-A. just
Yeah.
because like no, actually Zaxby's because you get that three-finger combo for $8. So
Yeah,
really a
yeah.
deal breaker for me.
Yeah, yeah. What would you say to a teammate that's down, depressed after a bad play, a missed shot? And what would you say to a student in your school if you see them like headed down the wrong way and not focused?
To my teammates, I always say this on the court, and you might be able to hear me sometimes, but after a bad play from my teammates, I was like, get it back. Let's get it back. We're gonna get back on defense. Let's get this ball back. And I posted a highlight over the weekend, and I think it's in my highlights on my Instagram. But I posted one, and basically before that play happened, before I got that steal, my teammate he turned the ball over and it went out of bounds. So I was like, okay, get it back. Let's get this ball back. So we ended up trapping the dude, or we actually ended up full court pressing. Me and him, like me and him, we ended up
Yeah,
full court pressing, and just to go get the ball back and actually do what you say, it definitely helps a lot because then you got momentum, and momentum is definitely a good thing to have, especially if you're down and you're coming back. You definitely want to have great momentum and great team chemistry. Because, like I said earlier, if you just bringing teammates down, you're bringing yourself down. You're not just the only part of the team. You got a whole team that you have to actually worry about. So,
yeah,
and then for a kid that's going down the wrong path, I would I would definitely like try to be able like to inspire them and let them know that they can if they need to talk to someone, because I like to talk to people and know how people are feeling. So if they need to talk to someone or just even just need someone else to talk to, like I would definitely say, um, you could talk to me, you can go to the counselor. Don't get influenced by negative things that's going to make your body collapse, or don't don't hurt yourself and just keep pushing, because one day you're gonna look back and you can be successful, and you don't want to stop what you have going on just because you're feeling bad. Like I had to learn that last year. You got to push through things a lot. So
yeah,
because I was one of those kids that was down. You don't want to be one of those kids that's down. If you want to be able to bring people up, and just for me having my friends there for me really helped last year a lot, and my family too. Uh, because at the end of the day, your family, no matter what, they still gonna end up loving you. Like they're still gonna have some type of love for you, no matter what you did. You're gonna have some type of love for you at the end of it.
yeah. And lastly, whatever comes to your heart, can you say something positive to the youth?
Keep pushing, uh, and make everybody around you a better person, and make Earth a better place.
Yeah, and we thank you for this. We're spotlighting you for all your hard work on and off the classroom. Continue to work hard, continue to go above and beyond. May God protect you. May He give you the strength you need to be bold and be courageous. When you go and know that you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. May He comfort you. May He give you peace, even during the hard times when you miss your mom. May He be able to fill that void for you to get you through. And may you just be the best that you can be. And we're gonna follow you. We're going to be supporting you as well. We'll check back in before the season come in to get some conversations and here's a couple things from you. But we really appreciate you and
Yes,
thanks
sir.
for this opportunity.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, Larry Cole.